Easy Federal Resumes and More is a compilation of content, both for civilians and for veterans. I consider myself a career coach, not a job coach. And job, you know what that stands for, just over broke. I knew that position well, and so too maybe do you. But here I am, and I've been saying I've been working for the federal government for 10 years, but in all actuality, it's because I've been referencing my 10-year pin, which I have on my desk. I've actually been with the federal government for 13 years, and I'd be fooled to say who's counting, because I am definitely counting. I'm working towards an early retirement, and so too should you. And I'm doing it by using every resource and advantage I can, which is the more covered here. I don't know when anyone is watching this video, but rest assured it's 2022 and the government is hiring. It has to in order to fill the thousands upon thousands of retiree positions, especially over the next 3 years. So for certain, this information is good all the way up to 2025. Baby boomers are prepared to retire. And it's definitely not because of their physical age, but they are financially prepared because they have had the luxury of superior benefit packages for decades. They've taken advantage of their resources, which is a thrift saving plan, which matches their contribution of up to 5%, as well as likely the Roth IRA contribution. They're not going to rely on Social Security, but to use it as a supplement to their retirement. All right, what I'm not is a financial advisor, so I'm just going to give you a few of the articles that I've come across, their headlines, so that you can see what a TSP and an investment in being a federal worker can do for you. When Congress wrangles over the passing of the budget, we at the federal government don't sit and bite our nails whether or not it's going to be passed. We know that even if furloughed, we're going to get paid. When you work for the federal government, you also receive generous cost of living increases, and some receive pay incentives and bonuses, as I have. If you're a veteran, you've also had the ability to buy back your retirement time, as well as additional accrued leave and 11 paid holidays, as a list of just a few of the benefits. Now think about it. Did you hear of one government office laying off staff during the height of the pandemic? No. The building may have closed, but the employees kept working because the country does not shut down its work. Only the buildings did. If that's not an example of the job security along with the other benefits I've told you, I don't know what is. Some, yes, are going to retire right on time, and some may work an additional 10 or more years. Why? Because they can. It's not unusual to work with someone who has worked with the federal government for 30 or 40 or more years. And so too will you be able to once you get your foot in the door of the federal government. This too can be you, if you want it to be. But first you got to get in. And it's a pain. I know. My tutorial provides you with the insights and how to pull it all together. Your profile, your security clearance, your resume, and your assessment. All of these things tie together. Work Wednesday is just one piece of the puzzle, but it's a big piece. Your resume is up against the Office of Personnel Management Occupational Guidelines, or what's also called as job family standards, which every position is identified by a series of skill sets. Candidate selection is based on how your resume/profile aligns with the qualifications requirement, and it's done by writing concise and clear descriptions of work you have performed, which is at the same or near level of proficiency that they do. When I first began my career here on YouTube, I first considered what is it that I can talk about. I went to the path of least resistance. the profession I had worked in for more than 10 years, workforce development, with people just like you, working with displaced factory workers, veterans, women, and minorities, smart people, savvy and resourceful people, people who may have been low on their resources, but not on their resourcefulness, and sought support. People who had more drive than most, but just didn't have the muscle, be it a degree, training, insight on how to get out of a job which had failed them time and time again and into a career. Workforce development and job development, I know, it's my strong point, but not when meshed with YouTube. I knew nothing about filming, editing, thumbnails, B-rolls, not how just to create content, but also how to develop it as well. So I immersed myself in videos on how to begin and grow a channel, gain subscribers, say thanks, likes, all that stuff, which please do it right now. I also watch the videos from beginning to the end, no differently than I read my course assignments as I work towards building muscles for my PhD in education. Smart people, don't cheat your body or your brain. My strength is your strength. Remember, I'm your career coach. So keep up the good work, and so too will I. Until next time, you know it. Bye-bye.